0 at 5. Temperature 25. Dew point 18. QNH 1022. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 26 left. Transition level 060. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Juliet. Gatwick Airport information Juliet. 1818 Zulu. Wind 190 at 5. Temperature 25. Dew point 18. QNH 1022. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 26 left. Transition level 060. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Juliet. Gatwick Airport information Juliet. 1818 Zulu. Wind 190 at 5. Temperature 25. Dew point 18. QNH 1022. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 26 left. Transition level 060. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Juliet. Gatwick Airport information Juliet. 1818.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, ready for airways to Lisbon Airport.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Gatwick delivery, expect runway 26 left, November 1 X-ray departure. Squawk 3 for tree.
November 1 X-ray departure. Squawk 3433. Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, read back correct. Contact ground 121.805 when ready for push or start.
Will contact ground 121.805 when ready for pushback or engine start. Air Portugal 38 Golf. Thanks.
Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Gate 54, request pushback and engine start.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Gatwick ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Awaiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking the nose gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Request taxi to the active.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, runway 26 left taxi via Lima, Papa, Alpha November, Mike.
Runway 26 left taxi via Lima, Papa, Alpha November, Mike, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
All aircraft be advised information kilo now current, QNH1022. Air Portugal 38 Golf, contact Gatwick Tower 124.23.
Contact Tower 124.23, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Wizz Air 3925, wind 200 at 6 runway 26 left cleared to land.
Runway 26 left cleared to land. Wizz Air 3925. Gatwick Tower, Nordic 34 Golf. ILS runway 26 left.
Nordic 3 for Golf, Gatwick Tower, continue.
Wilco, Nordic 34 Golf.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, ready to go, runway 26 left.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, hold short of 26 left, arriving traffic.
Affirmative, hold short of 26 left, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Gatwick Tower, East Flight 57 November Lima. ILS runway 26 left.
East Flight 57 November Lima, Gatwick Tower, continue.
Wilco, East Flight 57 November Lima.
Nordic 3 for Golf, wind 200 at 6 runway 26 left cleared to land.
Runway 26 left cleared to land. Nordic 34 Golf.
Wizz Air 3925, vacate when able.
Vacate when able. Wizz Air 3925.
Wizz Air 3925, monitor ground 121.805, bye-bye. Nordic 3 for Golf, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway. Nordic 34 Golf.
Nordic 3 for Golf, monitor ground 121.805.
Ground 121.805. Nordic 34 Golf.
East Flight 57 November Lima, go around. Fly runway center line, maintain 2,000 feet.
Going round. Fly runway center line. Maintain 2,000 feet. East Flight 57 November Lima.
East Flight 57 November Lima. Contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
Contact Gatwick Director 126.825. East Flight 57 November Lima. Talk to you in a bit.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Gatwick Tower, wind 200 at 6 runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Contact London Control 133.18.
Contact London Control 133.18. Air Portugal 38 Golf. London Control, Air Portugal 38 Golf, 2,000 feet.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. London Control. Identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180. Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Contact London Control 118 for 75. Bye-bye.
Center on 118.475, Air Portugal 38 Golf. London Control, Air Portugal 38 Golf. Passing flight level 156 for flight level 180 direct IVNET.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. London Control, radar contact. Climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Iberia 3179. Contact Brest Control 120.15. Bye-bye.
Contact Brest Control 120.15 Iberia 3179.
Ryanair 19 Kilo Echo. Contact Paris Control 119.825. Bye-bye.
Contact Paris Control 119.825. Ryanair 19 Kilo Echo.
Easy for 2 Hotel November. Elbows 1 Mike. Runway 2 tree right. Report ready for descent. Elbows 1 Mike. Runway 2 tree right. Ready for descent. Easy for 2 Hotel November. Easy for 2 Hotel November. Descent to flight level 200. Descent to flight level 200. Easy for 2 Hotel November. Ohio 7987 Heavy. Contact Heathrow approach 1 tree for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 134.908. Ohio 7987 Heavy.
Ryanair 3 Golf Foxtrot. Contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75.
Contact Paris Control 126.475. Ryanair 3 Golf Foxtrot. Have a good evening.
Blue Max 92 X-ray uniform. Contact London Control 118.775. Bye-bye.
Center on 118.775, Blue Max 92 X-ray uniform. Bye-bye.
Ryanair 8 Quebec Alpha, contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, Ryanair 8 Quebec Alpha. Bye-bye.
Easy 50 Mike Quebec, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1022, Easy 50 Mike Quebec.
London Control, Chanix 34 Papa Mike, flight level 360. Chanix 34 Papa Mike, London Control, identified. Griffin 57 Yankee, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
Contact Gatwick Director 126.825, Griffin 57 Yankee.
Nordic 18 Zulu, London Control, expect Tebra 2 Golf, runway 26 left.
Expect Tebra 2 Golf, runway 26 left, Nordic 18 Zulu.
Speedbird 26 Alpha Victor, contact Paris Control 126.475, have a good evening.
Center on 126.475, Speedbird 26 Alpha Victor.
Nordic 18 Zulu, Tebra 2 Golf, runway 26 left. Report ready for descent.
Tebra 2 Golf, runway 26 left, ready for descent, Nordic 18 Zulu.
Nordic 18 Zulu, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Nordic 18 Zulu.
Easy for 2 Hotel November, contact London Control 118.775. Center on 118.775, easy for 2 Hotel November. Ryanair 8 Golf November, contact Brest Control 120.15.
Contact Brest Control 120.15. Ryanair 8 Golf November. Have a good evening.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, contact Brest Control 120.15.
Center on 120.15. Air Portugal 38 Golf. Brest Control, Air Portugal 38 Golf. Good evening. Through flight level 356 for flight level 370.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Brest Control, radar contact.
Oh my god. Hello? I've been talking on my own for the past 15 minutes. I apologize. 20 minutes. My mic was off all this time. Anyway, welcome to this flight from London Gatwick to Lisbon. We are currently approaching the cruise altitude of flight level 370, so 37,000 feet in lay terms. I apologize, Pilot Franklin.
1330, Brest Control, expect Vesax 1 Golf, runway 26 left.
Expect Vesax 1 Golf, runway 26 left, Air Portugal 1330.
Alright, achieving cruise. Pilot Franklin, I apologize, I didn't reply immediately. I was talking, but my mic was off. So this is awkward, I know. So we got a message from the company. So we got, what do we got here? Okay, latest message are these two. So we got significant meteorology. Nothing for us, I think. So we got some embedded thunderstorms near Madrid. That's not very reassuring. We also have embedded thunderstorms in Lisbon. Whoa. We got 2 SIGMETs. So we got thunderstorms in Lisbon and in Madrid. It's not very reassuring. Well, that's a bridge we'll cross once we reach it, but still. Where's this light coming from? Looks too... It's not taking the pilot body to cover it, I suppose. Let's close our shields here. They don't do much, but they look fun. So we had some issues during takeoff. Don't know if you've noticed, my mic was off, but there was definitely a few issues with the planes were landing on the grass. So that's London Gatwick Airport from Inibuilds. I need to confirm if I have something fishy. It is probably an issue with double scenery, could be. I need to check. But other than that, I was also having some issues with ETA time and flight progress, but it seems to be working now on the top of your screen. Don't know if there's anybody listening at all.
Portugal 1330, Vestax 1 Golf, runway 08 right. Report ready for descent.
Vestax 1 Golf, runway 08 right, ready for descent, Air Portugal 1330.
Air Portugal 1330, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Air Portugal 1330.
So, using our terrain on ND, we are approaching the coast of northern France. We'll just cross a small piece of land here. I can barely see it. It's right there. It's too foggy today to see anything, but it's right over there. You can barely see it. And then we'll go all the way. We cross the northern Spain. As we saw, we got significant weather in Madrid FIR. We will probably not be a problem for us, but we do have the same for Lisbon FIR. We got some embedded thunderstorms. So this is on the east side of Portugal.
Brest control, Welling 87 Juliet Charlie, flight level 359.
And it's moving all the way to flight level 400, so it's way above us.
Brest control identified.
Goes all the way to the flight level
Welling 87 Juliet Charlie, Neville 1 Golf,
400.
08 right. Report ready for descent. Neville 1 Golf, Lango 08 right, ready for descent, Welling 87 Juliet Charlie.
So earlier I was preparing my
Welling 87 Juliet Charlie,
flight information for Lisbon. This will need to be updated, so we go to performance and we input the data here, but this will need confirmation later on, so we need to update this regularly by requesting METAR for Lisbon, and even during the approach phase they might change it for us. I wish I could clear these bugs. Looks dirty. Yeah, so we'll continue to requests. This is from 1952, so it's been a while.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, contact Brest control 124.725, bye-bye.
Brest control.
Center on 124.725, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Now it changed. Earlier,
Brest control, Air Portugal 38 Golf, flight level 370.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Brest control identified.
I was saying earlier we had an issue here with the radio wasn't changing freaks. It was changing on the beyond ATC panel, but not on the radio panel itself. But then it corrected itself and carried on. Some bug. So we are approaching the coast of France. Actually, we got our feet dry already. Got some planes following us, coming out of London as well. As I expected, we got some nose wind. One of the things people fairly well complained about FSLabs are the textures, and yeah, they're not. Maybe I'm used to Phoenix and Builds. They could be anything Builds, but they do know how to model a great cabin. Phoenix, of course, are experts modeling cabins. What I feel is these surfaces here, they have no right to be reflecting the outer sky. So it looks like there's a transparent cockpit here. They're too shiny over there. Textures overall, they're okay-ish. I've seen a lot better. I've seen sharper textures, to be honest, and I do not like this glare shield. There's something odd about it. Maybe I'm just used to the Phoenix glare shield, but there's something really odd about the shape of it. Think there's something weird about it. There are some weird textures as well, like this. Looks like someone just came around here and graffiti the backside of this support. This is a clothing hanger. Alright, so this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna pull my table.
Alpine 51 Tango Delta, contact Brest Control 123.75.
Contact Brest Control 123.75. Alpine 51 Tango Delta. Brest Control, Ryanair 8 Golf November. Good evening, flight level 350.
Ryanair 8 Golf November, Brest Control identified. Ryanair 154, breast control, expect Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27.
Expect Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27, Ryanair 154. Best control, Ryanair 33 Quebec Delta. Good evening, flight level 299er.
Ryanair 33 Quebec Delta, breast control identified. Jet 3 Charlie Hotel, contact breast control 123.75.
Center on 123.75 to Jet 3 Charlie Hotel. Bye-bye.
Ryanair 154, Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27. Report ready for descent.
Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27, ready for descent. Ryanair 154.
Ryanair 154, descend to flight level 150.
Descent to flight level 150, Ryanair 154.
Brass Control, Red Nose 3991. Good evening, flight level 329er.
Red Nose 3991, breast control, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 340.
Continue climb to flight level 340, Red Nose 3991.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, contact Brest Control 127.2.
Center on 127.2. Air Portugal 38 Golf. Brest Control, Air Portugal 38 Golf. Flight level 370.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Brest Control identified. Breast control, Ryanair 8 Golf November. Good evening, flight level 350.
Ryanair 8 Golf November, breast control identified. Chanex 31 Whiskey Mike, you are assigned flight level 360. I show you at flight level 350. Climb to flight level 360.
Wilco, climb to flight level 360, Chanex 31 Whiskey Mike.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, Air Portugal 38 Golf. Madrid Center, Air Portugal 38 Golf. Good evening, flight level 370.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Madrid Center, radar contact. France Soleil 37 Papa Alpha, contact Brest Control 124.725.
Center on 124.725, France Soleil 37 Papa Alpha, bye-bye.
Ryanair 3262, contact Brest Control 127.2.
Contact Brest Control 127.2, Ryanair 3262, bye-bye.
Madrid Center, Welling 58 Whiskey, flight level 370. Welling 58 Whiskey, Madrid Center, identified. Ryanair 7 in Hotel Quebec. You were assigned flight level 330. It showed you at flight level 340. Descent to flight level 330.
Roger. Descend to flight level 330, Ryanair 79 Hotel Quebec.
US Express 37 Romeo Sierra, Madrid Center, expect non-24 Charlie, runway 3 to right.
Expect non-24 Charlie, runway 3 to right, Abra Express 37 Romeo Sierra.
Ryanair 784 Delta, contact Lisbon Center 119.55, bye-bye.
Center on 119.55, Ryanair 78 for Delta.
Do you know what these red lights are? Those are windmills. Hundreds and hundreds of windmills off the coast, northern coast of Spain, Galicia. It's really impressive.
35, Madrid Center, Espetuculo to Alpha, Lango 02.
Expect Upilo 2 Alpha, runway 02, Air Portugal 835.
France Soleil 78 Whiskey Romeo, contact Brest Control 124.725, bye bye. Center on 124.725, France Soleil 78 Whiskey Romeo, bye bye.
Madrid Center, Iberia 3179, flight level 370.
Iberia 317 Madrid Center, identified. Madrid Center, volotea to Yankee November, flight level 360. Volotea to Yankee November, Madrid Center, identified. Air Portugal 835, Upulo to Alpha, Lango 02. Report ready for descent.
Upilo 2 Alpha, runway 02, ready for descent, Air Portugal 835.
Air Portugal 835, descent to flight level 250.
Descend to flight level 250, Air Portugal 835.
Madrid Center, Speedbird 5 Delta Pupper. Good evening. Flight level 350.
Expedir 5 Delta Papa, Madrid Center, identified. Iber Express 37 Romeo Sierra, descent to flight level 320.
Descent to flight level 320, Iber Express 37 Romeo Sierra.
Tem que se poupar energia. Tem que se poupar energia. Quer esquecer da luz? Vai acender a luz.
Portugal 835, contact Lisbon Center 119 decimal 55.
Tá bom assim?
Contact Lisbon Center 119.55 Air Portugal 835.
Tem que se poupar a luz. It's fairly known that at night it's a dark cockpit policy to improve the outside awareness. If the eyes are used to light, then you'll see pitch black looking out. But if you get used to the darkness, then your eyes can have better night vision. So this is pretty much standard. Estava a dizer que à noite há uma política de cockpit escuro, que é para os teus olhos se habituarem ao exterior. Se a luz estiver muito forte aqui dentro, depois não consegues ver nada para fora. Portanto, mesmo estas luzes estão um bocadinho fortes demais. Tipo assim. Olha. Boas, papi. Vamos aqui a chegar a Lisboa. Não é Madeira, não. Eu gosto muito de vá para a Madeira de e para, mas vim de Gatwick, parti de Gatwick. É o papi chulo. I get this joke all the time because people will see me departing or arriving to Madeira all the time, and then when I'm not doing that, people find it strange.
EC8128, contact Brest Control 123.75, bye-bye.
Center on 123.75, easy 8128.
No, não tá. It's not that hot.
Madrid Center.
I got the A-cars call.
Good evening. Flight level 350.
It's 31 degrees. It's probably lower now.
Madrid Center, radar contact. EC38 Delta Mike, contact Brest Control 127.2.
Center on 127.2, easy 38 Delta Mike, bye-bye.
So, no, I just, but we just, yeah, it's 31 degrees. We actually have,
Air France 31 Whiskey Charlie, Madrid Center,
where is it? Here, Lisbon Center, significant meteorology. Lisbon Airport, Lisboa, FIR, Embedded Thunderstorms. Portanto, há nuvens de tempestade reportadas em Lisboa e vão até nível de voo 400, flight level 400. So there's an embedded thunderstorm warning forecast, flight level 400. Of course, it's been a while and it's probably active now. So 1930 Zulu, it's now 19, oh, what's the Zulu time? I can't recall. It's 21 Zulu, I think, 21:15 Zulu. Yeah, 21, yeah, there it is, 21:15 Zulu, so yeah, it's active. And I can see some clouds up ahead in the night sky.
Channel 4 Tango Bravo Heavy, contact Brest Control 127.2.
Mas 31 graus à noite é obra, fogo. 31 graus à noite é qualquer coisa. Ah, cuidado com a língua. Olha que o algoritmo não gosta das neiras. Bom, we're gonna start our descent real soon, so we already have the top of descent over there at Samax. So we're gonna wait for our call for descent from ATC. We already have our performance in for Lisbon Airport.
Descend to flight level 150, Boeing 5 Hotel Tango.
Não tens medo, mas olha que te fiz, que o gajo é tramado. So we got QNH 1016, temperature 31, wind mag 01089. Let's confirm it, because we just requested it a moment ago. So 060 at 8, so the winds changed slightly. And QNH 1017, so QNH also changed. So slight change, everything's gonna stay. We're gonna make our performance calculation in a moment. So let's do that, 02 with QNH updated, let's do it. So V approach is 145, 145. Transition altitude, flight level 045, so anything below that we'll call altitude. There are some clouds up ahead. Radar looks clean, it's already tilting 2 degrees down.
55. Air Portugal 38 Golf, bye-bye.
So we're changing freaks.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 38 Golf, flight level 370.
We're ready with Lisbon Center.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Lisbon Center identified.
So it's one of the perks at flying at night is watching the city skyline. It's beautiful. Especially in moonlit. Yeah, ATC, beyond ATC, eles têm, o Portugal tem um sotaque esquisito para caramba. Acho que é Norte de África, eu nunca percebi, estou farto de reclamar. Às vezes parece indiano. Não tenho nada contra os marroquinos e os indianos, mas nós não somos nem marroquinos nem indianos, né? Mas eu já reclamei, já me fartei. Eu preferi que fosse genérico e acabou. Ok, então depois é só approach checklist. Vamos lá ver se eu não me esqueço de nada. Este avião é recente para mim, aliás é recém-relançado. Deve ser no Sri Lanka. Deve ser, mas é no Sri Lanka.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 437 X3, flight level 370.
Quando chegarmos aqui às 40 milhas,
Possible for 37 X-ray Lisbon Center, radar
vamos
contact.
começar a preparar a descida. Quando digo às 40 milhas é do top of descent, portanto quando chegar aqui mais ou menos naquela setinha que estava ali, esta seta branca, não sei se conseguem ver, deixa lá fazer zoom.
Lisbon Center, Boeing 5 Hotel Tango, descending via
Esta seta branca que está aqui,
206.
isto é o top of descent, é aqui que vamos começar a descer e seguir o plano de voo.
Vueling 5 Hotel Tango, Lisbon Center identified.
Já estamos aqui, só para perceberem onde é que estamos aqui na costa. Estamos aqui ao porto, estamos a passar ao lado do porto. Estamos a descer. Aliás, estou aqui mais ou menos a meio, é mais ou menos onde eu moro agora. Aqui num ponto a definir. Esta aproximação é uma aproximação muito peculiar que permite ao ATC ter aqui algumas alternativas para ajudar na separação das aeronaves. Portanto, ao descermos aqui de Chamax, não é Xanax, hein, Gomes? Chamax com M. Chegamos ali a Nati, estamos sobre a linha de costa, mais ou menos, e depois entramos aqui nesta meia-lua para virarmos para dentro para aterrarmos então em Lisboa. So I was explaining that this star, SAMAX 1 Alpha, this will allow us to descend all the way through this corridor. This gives
Lisbon Center,
a great
uniform, flight level 324.
great traffic separation tool. É isso aí, Gomes.
Sabia 56 uniform Lisbon Center identified.
So it allows traffic separation. However, most of the times the pilots do not perform this half moon here. Flight controllers often allow them to go direct from Masuk to Nevud. We are going to try to go through Ernil and request Nevud direct. We'll see what ATC allows us to do. If that's allowed, then we'll be able to descend out of flight level 080 direct for an approach and to land. We'll see. Most likely, if I ask in NATID to go direct to Nevud, he's going to tell me no, that's not possible. But if I request it from Masuk or Ernil, it's most likely going to work. It's AI, so funny story, Gomes. You're saying that you can hear the passengers cry. One of the features in this plane is that while you're in the cockpit, you can actually hear the bathroom flushing. So it's true. I flew in the A320 in the cockpit, and you can clearly hear the toilet flushing whenever someone goes to the toilet. It's very mild, you don't really hear it that loud, but it's there. I just heard it when I was cruising. So yeah, so where flight simulation will take us. This is the future. Toilet flushing. So about 60-70 miles out, still far from our next way, 64 miles from Xamax. Once we reach 40 miles, we'll call in. Deixa lá o Caco. O Caco está chateado. So for those asking, landing flap 3, it's a performance option. Some airlines prefer to land with flaps 3. That gives you a slightly faster approach. Faster approaching speeds, so it's an option. TAP Portugal often chooses landing flaps 3.
134 Lisbon Center, expect visit to Alpha runway 02.
So she just cleared
Expect
another
visit to
aircraft.
Alpha, runway 02, Air Azos 134.
She just cleared another aircraft for LASIK. So
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 1243.
this is the one that she gave it. So this plane, Aerosaurus, came from the Atlantic Ocean. So it's coming in a different direction. But look at this, they're going to intercept the same waypoints as we are. So they're coming from here and they're going to intercept the same waypoints. So this is, as you can see, this is very useful. We got 1, 2, 3 holding points, 4 if you consider the other approach. So in-bomb and Zamax.
38 Golf, Lisbon Center, expect Zamax 2 Alpha, runway 02.
Okay, Zamax 2 Alpha 02. Yeah, that's what we got. So confirm, let's confirm this to ATC.
Expect Zamax 2 Alpha, runway 02, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
This is my ghost co-pilot reply.
Air Portugal 1243, a Lisbon Center identified. Air Portugal 1243, a Lisbon Center, expect inbox to Alpha, runway 02. Expect inbox to Alpha, runway 02, Air Portugal 1243.
So inbound to Alpha, it's another approach. So 3 different approaches, the same procedure with the half moon. So up ahead we got Lisbon. The big yellow blur up ahead is Lisbon. What we're going to do is we're going to make a right-hand turn. We're going to have the city to our left side, and then we'll make a left-hand turn, and then we'll enter that procedure and turn around to runway 02. I can request a different approach, but this one is fine. And I can request but get denied, so it's only this beyond ATC AI is very keen on forcing you to follow the flight plan. Sometimes we need to improvise a bit.
Portugal 38 Golf, Zamax 2 Alpha, runway 02. Report
Fazer isso o quê? Voar. Ou programar isto? Programar isto é simples, pá. Programar é simples. Bom, let's reduce our integral lights too strong.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Lisbon
So
Center.
let's call the passengers back to their seats. Playtime's over. We are 40 miles out. We already have clearance to descend. So we are going to...
Zamax 2 Alpha, runway 02, call when ready, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Alright.
Air Portugal 1243, inbox to Alpha, runway 02. Report
So
ready for descent.
we'll ask for descent a little closer to our top of descent so we can keep performance.
Ready for descent, Air Portugal 1243.
We can start our descent right now, but if we still have performance,
1243, descent to flight level 290.
we have our performance calculator telling us to descend only at Zamax, so there's no point in doing that before. We'll need to reduce speed, we'll need to do a lot of stuff.
Portugal 38 Golf, descent to flight level 290.
290.
Descend to flight level 290, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
I didn't ask for the descent, but let's do it. So starting our descent now. So apparently Lisbon is dry, so let's select dry, medium. I prefer to do this now before I forget about it. So ground spoilers are armed. Remember, I'm flying alone as pilot flying and pilot not flying. And where's the fun in that, Flip? Flip is saying that he would land by hand. No instructions. Yeah, I bet you could. I know where the airport is, so all I need to do is just fly straight in and land. There's no fun in that. Alright, so we're 20 miles away from Xenax. I'm gonna turn off the strobes here just for a moment, because this kind of bothers me. Se fosse um Nissan Patrol, acredito, agora um Airbus, não sei. Yeah, this bothers me a lot, this strobe glare. I don't have epilepsy, but yeah, it's bothering me. They need to reduce this, it's too strong. I don't think it's this strong on the airplane.
Air Portugal 835, contact Lisbon, arrival 125.13. Contact Lisbon, arrival 125.13, Air Portugal 835. Air Azores 134, Lazit 2 Alpha, runway 02. Report ready for descent. Lazit 2 Alpha, runway 02 ready for descent, Air Azores 134. Air Azores 134, descend to flight level 080. Descend to flight level 080, Air Azores 134.
So, right now we're just about entering this corridor here. Let's make a zoom in. Just about entering this corridor here. That's going to bring us all the way down, then left-hand turn to land. So, oh, come on, here we go.
Lisbon Center.
So we're turning in to fly this corridor here, and we're going to request on Ernil to turn to Leeward.
Echo Whiskey, Lisbon Center identified. Air Portugal 38 Golf, descend to flight level 080.
080.
Descend to flight level 080. Air Portugal 38 Golf.
See if we need to expedite. Yeah, let's expedite this a little bit. We're below performance here, but still I want to descend a little faster. It's not going, so let's retract the speed brakes here. It's just burning fuel. So we're cleared for 8,000, flight level 080, and this is the constraint here in the map.
Air Sabia 56 uniform, Lisbon Center, expect inbox to
Right
Alpha, runway 02.
So these are the constraints.
Expect inbox 2 Alpha, runway 02, Air Serbia 56 uniform.
We cannot exceed 220 knots at flight level 080, minimum altitude.
Descend to flight level 080. Descend to flight level 080.
We also have
Air
the
Portugal
constraints here.
1243.
So we need to reduce speed to 250 knots before reaching
5 Hotel Tango,
Papa
contact
Tango
Porto information
810.
approach 118.855.
and it's not reducing. It's not obeying to the constraints, but we'll see. It's not serious because we are just so freaking high right now. So we shouldn't be worried about that. But it is reducing, as you can see. It's just triggered the constraint here. So it's reducing speed to keep the 250 knots. It's just following the constraint because that's what's charted. So, bit cloudy, but still hot. Vai à janela, Gomes, para me ver a derrapa. Tu também, papi, vai à janela, pá.
Air Portugal 437 X-ray, you are assigned flight level 370. I show you at flight level 359. Climb to flight level 370. Roger, climb to flight level 370, Air Portugal 437 X-ray.
A Costa? Estás na margem sul? Eu vou passar pela costa. Já interceptamos a performance, estamos com o green dot ali ao lado da altitude. Estamos na optimum managed descent.
You are assigned flight level 370. I show you at flight level 359. Climb to flight level 370.
Acho que estamos dentro do horário. ETA 21h44, 21h37, um bocadinho otimista, acho que vamos atrasar-nos um bocadinho, mas pronto, vamos ver. Não, mas é a 02. Eu vou por sul, não vou por norte. Não vou a 20, vou a 02. Isto aqui é para a 02. É de sul para norte. Portanto, eu vou passar aqui pela zona da Caparica.
Ryanair 784 Delta, Lisbon Center, expect FSLabs 2 Echo, runway 27.
Expect FSLabs 2 Echo, runway 27, Ryanair 784 Delta.
Vueling 3262, contact Maghrib Casablanca radar 125.1.
Center on 125.1, Boeing 3262.
Ora, vamos aqui a chegar à zona de Sintra. Temos Sintra aqui mais ou menos à frente. Está um bocado nublado, não dá para ver bem. Lisboa, Sintra. Estamos quase. Lisboa, aqui o aeroporto aqui ao lado esquerdo. Está ali atrás desta nuvem, algures. Ou atrás do pilar, aliás. Somewhere over there is Lisbon Airport.
Tomjet 68 Mike, contact Madrid Center 118.275, bye-bye.
So let's prepare everything for the turning. So we are going to request direct to Nivod.
Approachable for 37 X-ray, Lisbon Center, expect inbox to
So
Alpha
where
runway
is
02.
Nivod?
Expect inbox to Alpha runway 02,
There
approachable
it
for
is.
37
So
X-ray.
we're going to request direct Nivod as soon as we cross Ernil. So let's wait for Ernil. Então estas comunicações que estás a ouvir são a trazer aeronaves. Aqui não dá para ver muito bem, mas elas até estão nas nuvens, mas aqui à volta tem tráfego. Oi? Ai, já estava. Terá aqui ligado. Já estamos ali a ver Nivod. We're seeing Nivod over here. So we're going a little lower out of the screen here. So we're going to make a turn here, so something like this. Constraints here. Something like this, turning into Nivod. So we're not going to make this half mode. Hopefully. So there's Lisbon. The airport is, I believe, this black stain, if you want. So yeah, still some little bit far away. That's River Tagus River. Actually, no. Where is the airport? Ah, it's right here. This is the airport. No. I'll be damned. Where's the airport? It's not showing up. Somewhere over here, I believe. No airport lights though. It's too far away. It's not rendered yet. Monsanto é aqui à frente. Aqui. Monsanto é aqui. Aqui assim. Não, está ali a pista, ali alguns. É aquilo ali, olha. É isto aqui, olha. That's Lisbon Airport right there. Not that. E o Monsanto, tens razão, esse Monsanto. Tens toda a razão. Até és esperto, oh papi, às vezes. So, almost making a turn. We're still descending to flight level 080. Then we should be able to turn into Nivod, then descend to flight level, sorry, for 4,000 feet.
Ryanair 784 Delta, Oslep to Echo, runway 27. Report ready for descent.
We're going
Off left 2 Echo, runway 27, ready for descent, Ryanair 78 for Delta.
we're going in the clouds.
Ryanair 784 Delta, descend to 2,213 feet, QNH 1014.
Descend to 2,213 feet, Ryanair 78 for Delta.
So we're in the cloud here. Not much turbulence. The passengers are seated though, so no worries about turbulence right now. Oh, there's turbulence, alright. Slight turbulence. That's Cascais Aerodrome here. That's Sintra Aerodrome, Cascais. Montijo. So we're out of the mild soup. Before we had this approach, this complex approach, we would come down here to Rivertege, a beam Rivertege, and then we would turn in direct to a point here. This is called Charlie Papa, which is a very famous Charlie Papa NDB, and then turn left to the direct approach. Used to be a much simpler approach, to be honest. Now we have to fly away from the city for noise abatement, which is comprehensive, but we need to spend a lot more fuel as well. So this is beautiful Sintra. It's dark at night, but it's very beautiful in the daylight. You can see the palace of Pena. Beautiful palace. A Caparica ali à frente. So we're coming up on Mazuk, and after Mazuk we'll request direct to Nivod before we reach Ernil. Let's see. I'm going to request it before I reach Ernil because it takes a while to get the assignment and then input that, and so by the time we input it we'll be somewhere near Ernil, so we're going to need to request it before we reach Ernil. Otherwise we will make a
Air Portugal 437 X-ray, inbox to Alpha, runway 02.
Otherwise we'll overshoot Ernil, and we don't want to do that. We want to save fuel.
Inbox to Alpha, runway 02, ready for descent, Air Portugal 437 X-ray.
So Lisbon is very beautiful at night.
437 X-ray, descend to flight level 080. Descend to flight level 080, Air Portugal 437 X-ray.
Hello Jenny, how are you? Boa noite.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, contact Lisbon, arrival 125.13.
There's a plane landing there in Lisbon. Right there.
Contact Lisbon, arrival 125.13. Air Portugal
125.13. 125.13.
Lisbon arrival, Air Portugal 38 Golf. Flight level 101 with information Papa.
Air Portugal 38 Golf Lisbon arrival. Good evening. QNH 1017 expect the ILS runway 02 with the PASX transition.
1017.
QN H1017, expect the ILS runway 02 with the PSX transition, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
So P6 is right there. That's the waypoint P6, this one here. So let's see, we're gonna turn in any moment now. And out of MASUP, I'm gonna request direct to fix. Actually, my Ghost Copilot will request it, not me. I don't feel like talking today. I'm pilot flying, let him do the comms. Alright, here we go. We'll pass Mesuk at flight level 080. It's going to reduce to 220 knots, confirmed. We're on a little performance ball. Everything's checking out real good. Alright, it's turning in, and now let's request a direct to fix. Let it finish the turn. Alright, let's request a direct to fix.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, request direct to fix.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Roger. Say fixed name.
So we're going to NEVAD. Let's request NEVAD. Where is it? NEVAD, there it is.
Request direct to Nevid, Air Portugal 38
Nevid.
Golf.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Confirm direct to Nevid.
Hey, farm.
Affirmative, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Come on, give it to me.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Roger. Clear direct to Nevid.
There we go.
Cleared direct to Nevid, Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Descend to 3,000 feet. QNH 1017.
Descend to 3,000 feet. QN H1017. Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Alright, we're turning in.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Clear direct PSX. Cross PSX at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 02.
Alright, I'll handle the comms. Cleared for the P6 approach. Maintain 3,000 feet for ILS runway 02 at Portugal 38 Golf.
Lisbon arrival via ASOS 134 is flight level 089 with the numbers.
Air ASOS 134 Lisbon arrival. Good evening. QNH 1017 expect the ILS runway 02 with the PSX transition.
Alright,
QNH 1017 expect the ILS runway 02 with the PSX transition, Air ASOS 134.
let's bring up the approach plate. So, ILS 02. So we are expecting decision height to 200 feet, 4,000 feet at P6, check and initiate the descent, course 025, and yeah, everything is programmed and preset. Let's just wait for the transition altitude for the approach checklist. Set, the set engine mode is required, okay. We're on the checklist in a moment. There's a runway over there. Looks closer than it actually is. Alright, speed check, flaps 1. So it's already setting the V approach for 147 knots. I believe it's 145 knots. We'll correct it. Filipe, abraço. Obrigado por teres vindo.
Ladies and gentlemen, as normal procedures in the hours of darkness to dim the cabin lights. You'll find a reading light in the panel above your head.
Let's remove the holes. All right, standard. Let's go to 1017. Turning in, let's activate the approach phase. Alright, approach checklist. Barrel reference 1017, 1017, then cross checked. Seatbelts are on, minimum set, auto brake, medium, dry. Engine mode as required, normal. Approach checklist complete. Alrighty. Almost lined up.
Air Portugal 38 Golf. Contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
118.105 Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Seats for landing, please.
Lisbon Tower, Portugal 38 Golf with you. ILS established, runway 02.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, Lisbon Tower, wind 050
Speed checks, flaps 2.
runway 02 cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 02 at Portugal 38 Golf.
$2,500.
Speed check, gear down. Speed check, flaps 3. Landing checklist. ECAM memo. Landing, no blue. Landing checklist complete. Alright. Let's see if I still got it. Auto marker. Autopilot off. Just follow the flight director.
1,000.
1,000, check. Ooh, terrain. Oh, that's new. GPWS being overzealous. Nothing serious.
Terrain.
Yeah, there he goes again. Wind is coming slightly from the right. Nothing to worry about. Let's follow glide speed, lock glide. 400 check. Little turbulence.
400. 100 above.
Sink rate.
Minimum.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Continue.
100.
Oh, so
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard.
ah, smooth. That's the way we like it. Reverse out. Roll out. Check. Auto brakes off.
38 Golf, exit right at uniform 5.
We'll go at uniform 4 if you don't mind.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, exit right at uniform 5.
Yeah, Air Portugal 38 Golf exiting uniform 4. Let's clean the aircraft off.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, contact ground 121.755. Have a good evening.
121.755 Air Portugal 38 Golf. Ground Air Portugal 38 Golf, request taxi to ramp 411. Start our APU.
Air Portugal 38 Golf, welcome to Lisbon Airport, ramp 411, taxi via uniform 4, uniform 3, Mike 2, Mike 3, Lima 2, Lima 1.
Ooh. Co-pilot, you say it.
411 by uniform 4. Uniform 3. Mike 2. Mike 3. Lima 2. Lima 1. Air Portugal 38 Golf.
Alright, got a flap open, start APU. And start our chrono. Clap, clap, clap. That's a very Portuguese thing to clap when the pilot does its job, right? APU starting up. So we need to turn here. Because we're going for the ramp. Thanks, Jose. It was very smooth, a little offset, but nothing to cry about. Okay, APU bleed. Let's go to the center line. So gate 411 I believe is one of these. Oh no, it's actually here on the apron on the other side. Alright. Taxi speed. So we have cleaned the aircraft. We need just to turn off after landing. After landing, check list radar and predicted weather system to off. After landing, checklist complete.
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead.
Let's turn here.
Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything
Look
falls
at all
out.
those Ryanairs.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area.
That's just impossible. There aren't that many Ryanairs flying to Lisbon. I can guarantee you that. That's just my AI messing with us. It's about 4 Ryanairs in Lisbon at some point. Never 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ryanairs. Too many. Two are too many. Alright, let's slow down here on the turn. Alright, so gate 411, let me assign it. Stand by. I need to call in the ground equipment there. Bear with me.
Whisko 12 Uniform Whiskey, ramp 221, request pushback and engine start.
With Go 12 Uniform Whiskey, Lisbon ground, pushback and engine start approved.
What happened?
Face north.
I can't believe this. Need to do it all over again.
Pushback approved. Face north. Whisko 12 Uniform Whiskey.
Bear with me. One more page. There it is. So gate 411 is assigned. Let's go. It's right here. Yeah, it's right there. Alright. APU is on. We should be making a single engine taxi, but was just too short of a taxi to do it. So let's follow the yellow line right here. So A321 check. Oh, need to left. Still getting used to this
Whisko 12 Uniform Whiskey,
ground
request
handling.
taxi to the active.
There we go.
With Go 12 Uniform Whiskey, runway 02 taxi via Echo, Mike 3 and Mike 4 a Delta.
There we go.
November 2.
Stop.
Runway 02
Parking
taxi
brake
via
set.
Echo, Mike 3,
Too
Mike,
far.
Mike 4 Delta, November 2, Whisko 12 Uniform Whiskey.
I can't be too far. Slightly too far. Come on. That was good. Just a little too far. And we got APU running, so engine's off. We're going to request our GPU.
Captain Crew, thank you very much for your hard work today. Your doors are clear to open.
Okay, turn off lights. Handling by ground force. Let's turn off our beacon lights and our wing lights. Still waiting for the external power. I don't think we're going to get where the stairs are coming.
Whiskey, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105. Bye-bye.
Chocks are on.
Over to Tower 118.105, Whisko 12 Uniform Whiskey.
Still no GPU. Still waiting for the call. Still waiting for the door. There we go. We got GPU on. And turning off master switch for the APU. Turning off seatbelt signs.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Passenger bus is coming, so we'll wait for the passengers to board, to unload. And we can open the door to check out the pretty ladies. Sorry, Jenny. Huh. And magic, they're all gone. Ah, there they are. Sometimes GSX just takes a moment. Okay, cargo is being unloaded. Oh, look at that. Yeah, those buses, they shouldn't be there. This guy's gonna run over them. You'll see.
Passengers boarding started.
There he goes. Let's just watch the passengers leaving. They actually unload the bags. It's pretty cool to see. Passengers are also animated. Well, that's it. We've arrived sound. Hope you guys at least enjoyed the little flight. It was actually not. Oh, what have I done here? Not a very long flight from Gatwick to Lisbon, about 2-hour flight. This time things went smoothly. The landing was okay. I've done better. I've done the approach there. I had to nosedive a little bit to maintain myself, to keep myself on the glide slope. But like I said, I'm not used to this plane. So this is about the 4th or 5th flight I've done with this plane from FSLabs. It's still ongoing. It's still in development. As you can see, the TAP Portugal tail fin is not correct. There's some inaccuracies, but yeah, I think during the approach you guys had the FPM marker on your screen.
134 round 805 taxi via uniform 5
So,
uniform 4 Alpha 5 Whiskey 1 Bravo.
That's pretty much a way to tell you guys
Round 805 via
if I did right or not.
Uniform 4 Alpha 5 Whiskey 1
Anyway, I
Bravo,
hope you enjoy it.
134.
Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and if you can, ring the bell icon to be notified for the next live. I'll try to be more regular. I'll try to fly other planes as well. I'm looking forward to flying the A350 again, so I might do a Lisbon Madeira with 250. I can't do long haul flights because they're just too freaking long, and people don't want long flights. They can't keep up with long flights. Even this flight is a bit hard to justify, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Passengers bus is coming. Passengers deboarding started.